When I started the program, I was doing my bachelor's degree in psychology. I graduated, and then right now I'm back in school and I'm in a graduate program at the University of Southern Maine, studying to be a family psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner. Very funny that I would go into this field. It's uncomfortable at first to tell someone. Even now, like in my own classroom, it would be hard for people to see that that was my past and how can you do so well right now? And I've described it to other people and friends and family as literally getting my life back and having a second chance, because that's what it's given me.
Young people like Tiffany are really living examples of the power of the EDIPPP model. It identifies young people when they are beginning to demonstrate very serious symptoms of mental illness, and we think that this approach to prevention actually reduces cost over the long term.
So 16 is the average age of young people in our program, and our age range is 12 to 25. So it's a key time to intervene because the brain is still developing. So we're trying to catch these symptoms before they get worse and before they really impact a young person's life.
Because as our age ratio shifts, we really can't afford to lose 2 or 3% of the young population in the United States to disability. And it'd be especially tragic if we keep doing that in spite of the fact that we know how to do otherwise.
We wouldn't dream of a wait-and-see approach with diabetes or heart disease, whereas with mental illness, to wait for somebody to have a full-blown psychotic episode doesn't make any sense if you can prevent that experience for a young person and their family and the potential long-term disability that that can cause.
It seems that mental health is becoming easier to talk about, or people are more open to discuss it than they used to be, for sure. I really think so. It's just as important as your physical health. It's all intertwined, really.
With the EDIPPP intervention, we felt that the early results in Portland showed great possibility for identifying early young people at great risk for severe mental illness, and we wanted to see if we could replicate those results in other sites across the country.
Over 10 years of working here, it's been exciting to see that we can take this program that we saw be successful in this small community of Portland, Maine, that's pretty homogeneous, to see that it can be done in other larger, more diverse communities like New York City, like Sacramento, California, and more rural communities like in Oregon and New Mexico. I think the community outreach is a huge part of the success of this. I mean, you really can't identify these cases without getting into the community and getting into schools, private practitioners, community mental health agencies, and really getting the word out.
We're really ready to say this is not only feasible, but it really is effective across a very wide variety of national contexts, at least in the U.S. On top of that, there was just published a meta-analysis showing that for all of the world's programs and studies, there were reductions about 2/3 in terms of risk for having an episode once identified and obviously treated. So the next stage is, how do we bring the benefits of this new model of mental health care to the rest of the country?
I wish that my father had the same opportunity as I do now, because he suffers from schizophrenia. I can't help him, and this wasn't available to him. That's in the past. My hope is that being able to have gone through this program and been treated, I can now assist others who were like me my freshman year and experiencing these confusing symptoms, and tell them that there are now options and opportunities to get better.